Do you ever find yourself looking at the ceiling in the middle of the night, wondering why your body just won't let you rest? Perhaps it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe you've tried to go back asleep by turning over and over again, but instead you've found that you're feeling more alert than you ever have before. It is still 3 o'clock in the morning when you check the clock, and all of a sudden, it seems as though this occurs virtually every night. You are not the only one if you sense that this is familiar to you. A significant number of people who are in their later years find that they wake up at precisely this hour. On top of that, it is not only a coincidence. In addition to being a terrible habit, it is also a vice. In point of fact, there is a particular cause behind it. Furthermore, it is intimately connected to your physical being, your state of health, and even your mental state. The good news is that if you have an understanding of the reasons behind this phenomenon, you'll be able to take straightforward actions to enhance the quality of your sleep, wake up feeling revitalized, and experience an overall improvement in your health. In the video that we are going to see today, we are going to discuss the specific reasons why you keep getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, as well as the implications that this has for your health. And most importantly, I will discuss several straightforward yet effective methods that will enable you to finally get the kind of deep, peaceful sleep that you so well deserve. Stay with me, because this is going to transform the way you think about your sleep, especially if you have ever suffered with waking up in the middle of the night. To begin with the most important, is it 3 o'clock in the morning? Not 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the morning. Why not? In any case, your body operates according to a circadian rhythm throughout the day. It may be thought of as your own personal clock. It informs your body when to wake up, when to feel drowsy, and even when to produce essential hormones that govern your energy levels, digestion, and mood. It also instructs your nervous system when to release hormones. However, as we become older, our internal clock begins to evolve in a different way. In the same way that our vision shifts or our joints become somewhat more rigid, our sleep cycle also goes through its own set of alterations. Here's something more that's worth considering. A change in temperature, the creation of hormones, and even the levels of blood sugar occur in your body at around 3 o'clock in the morning. This is a natural occurrence, but for many people who are becoming older, it becomes more visible at this time. When you wake up, you may find that your body is unable to regulate temperature as effectively as it once did, causing you to feel either too hot or too cold. Perhaps your levels of cortisol, which are the chemicals that are responsible for stress, are a bit wrong, which is causing your body to feel restless rather than calm. However, there is another reason why you could be waking up at this time, and it is something that a lot of people are unaware of, an additional cause. As you become older, your sleep cycles become less intense. It is possible that when you were younger, you were able to sleep through the night without even giving it a second considered. However, your body is now spending more time in lighter sleep phases, which means that even very little stimuli such as a noise outside, a change in your breathing, or even just moving over in bed, might cause you to wake up more readily. And once you've fully awakened, it is at this point that the mind begins to take over. You begin to think about it. Maybe it has something to do with the past. It's possible that it has something to do with what you have to accomplish tomorrow. It's possible that it's just a random worry that randomly comes into your brain. You are fully awake, looking at the ceiling, and you are waiting for sleep to return before you realize what has happened. Do you recognize this? This is when things start to become much more interesting. It's not only about getting enough sleep when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Actually, it is a signal that is coming from your body. This is an attempt to convey something to you. The cause is sometimes stress. Diet is sometimes the issue. In other cases, it may even be an indication that your body requires a little bit of more support in ways that you might not have previously considered. An example of this would be whether or not you have ever observed that the food you consume during the day has an effect on how well you sleep at night. A significant one is this one. Our metabolism shifts as we get older, and our bodies do a different job of processing food. In the event that you consume an excessive amount of sugar or caffeine in the afternoon, or if you consume big meals too late in the evening, it has the potential to upset your blood sugar levels, which can result in you waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Not to mention the importance of staying hydrated. In the event that you do not consume enough amount of water throughout the day, chances are that your body will wake you up since it is dehydrated. However, on the other hand, consuming an excessive amount of alcohol shortly before going to bed, well, we all know how that ends. Those treks to the bathroom in the middle of the night might disrupt your sleep, making it more difficult to return back to a state of deep slumber for yourself. The trick is to strike a balance. When it comes to getting a good night's sleep, the timing of your meals, the nutrients you consume, and the amount of water you drink all play a part. What is the good news, then? Small adjustments can have a significant impact on the outcome of a situation. At this point, we have only begun to scrape the surface of the reasons why you continue to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It is nevertheless possible to learn a great deal more, such as the unexpected part that tension plays, the ways in which your breathing may be influencing your sleep, and the straightforward methods that may assist you in remaining asleep for a longer period of time. Therefore, I ask that you remain with me since we are just getting started. Now that we have identified some of the primary reasons why you continue to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, such as shifts in your sleep cycles, variations in your body temperature, and even changes in your food, it is time to go even further into the topic. Mostly due to the fact that this is not only about getting enough sleep. This pertains to the manner in which your body reacts to stress, the rhythms of your breathing, and even the thoughts that are running through your head while you're sleeping. Stress is something that we should discuss for a moment. As much as you might not consider yourself to be a stressed-out person, it is important to remember that stress does not necessarily manifest itself as concern or anxiety during the day. It is possible for it to remain hidden in the background, gradually accumulating in a variety of ways. Do you have any idea when it wants to get its own back? It is 3 o'clock in the morning. When you are under stress, even in ways that you are not aware of, your body will manufacture more cortisol. This is what occurs. The simple hormone known as cortisol is responsible for assisting you in waking up in the morning and maintaining your alertness throughout the day. On the other hand, when it is out of balance, it can disrupt your sleep, causing you to wake up in the middle of the night feeling wired. However, even if you do not experience any feelings of anxiety, your body is on high alert, as if it is getting ready for anything. And let's face it, becoming older has its own unique set of concerns that need to be taken into consideration. It's possible that you're dealing with changes in your health, worries about your family, or just the natural shifts that occur with entering your senior years. Despite the fact that you may not be consciously freaking out over them, your brain does not just shut down when you go to sleep. The question now is, what can you do about it? You may quiet your nervous system before going to bed by practicing deep breathing, which is one of the easiest and most efficient techniques to do so. Have you ever taken the time to observe how newborns breathe in a low and leisurely manner while they are sleeping? This is due to the fact that their bodies are completely relaxed. In our adulthood, and especially as we become older, we have a tendency to take shorter, shallower breaths without even being aware of it. Our neurological system is kept slightly active as a result of this, which makes it simpler for us to get out of bed in the middle of the night. A straightforward solution? The next time you find yourself looking at the ceiling at 3 o'clock in the morning, give this a shot. During the count of 4, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Please hold it for a period of 4 seconds. After then, exhale gently for another count of 4, continuing to do so. After you have done this a few times, your body will receive the message that it is okay to rest. By doing so, it communicates to your nervous system that there is no threat. You are free to return to your slumber. Now, another significant aspect that is sometimes disregarded is the setting in which you fall asleep. Although it is simple to believe that simply lying in bed is sufficient, there are a number of factors that might really interfere with your capacity to remain asleep. As an illustration, have you ever woken up and discovered that the temperature in your room is just a little bit too high? Therefore, it is possible that you are waking up simply because your body is too hot. As we get older, our bodies become less capable of regulating temperature as well as they once did. What is the perfect temperature for sleeping? Around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius. Your body is better able to maintain that deep, restorative sleep when you are in a colder area. Finally, what about the light? Your brain may be fooled into believing that it is time to get up by even a small amount of light, such as the glow from a clock, the glow from your phone, or the glow from a nightlight. In the event that you notice that you wake up at the same time every night, you should make an effort to make your room as dark as possible. There is a significant difference that may be made by utilizing blackout curtains, blocking up minor light sources, and even wearing a sleep mask. There is, however, an additional intriguing element to the picture, and that is your liver. Indeed, you did hear that correctly. The liver is responsible for a significant portion of the changes that take place in your body when you are sleeping. And what do you think? Between the hours of 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning, your liver is exerting the most effort to cleanse your body of toxins. It is possible that your liver is requesting some additional assistance if you are waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Is it possible that this might be a contributing factor to the problem? Before going to bed, give some thought to the food and drink that you consume. Consuming large meals, alcoholic beverages, and processed foods can place additional strain on your liver, causing it to work harder at night, sometimes to the point where it actually wakes you up. What's the answer? It could be beneficial to have your final meal a little bit earlier in the evening. In addition, double-check that you are drinking enough water throughout the day. While you are sleeping, including foods that are beneficial to your liver, such as beets, leafy greens, and lemon water, can also assist in maintaining a smooth functioning body during the night. Take a time to consider what you do when you wake up in the middle of the night. Let's take a moment to think about it. Have you checked your phone recently? Do you begin to consider the items on your list of things to do? Have you been tossing and turning, feeling more and more angry with each passing minute? In the event that you have the tendency of checking the clock right away, you should make an effort to break the practice. How come? As soon as you take a glance at the clock, your mind immediately begins to make calculations such as, "Oh no, it's only 3 o'clock in the morning. There are still 4 hours left before sunrise on my end." Your mind is now awake, and it happens simply like that. Instead, you should cultivate the ability to remain calm. Bring to your attention the fact that waking up in the middle of the night is not something that should cause you to feel anxious. Simply said, your body is acting in a manner that is natural to it. Instead of trying to resist it, you should accept it, breathe through it, and concentrate on letting go of it. In this video, we have discussed some of the most significant reasons why you could be waking up around 3 o'clock in the morning. These causes range from stress and breathing to temperature and even liver function. In spite of this, there is still more to the tale since, if you can believe it, the manner in which you begin your morning really has a significant impact on the quality of sleep that you experience at night. Now that we have discussed the reasons why you are waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, which range from stress and breathing patterns to temperature, light, and even liver function, there is yet one more piece to this jigsaw that the majority of people don't even consider. As a result, your morning routine has an impact on the quality of sleep you get at night. It's important to understand that sleep isn't something that merely occurs when your head first touches the pillow. Every day is a cycle of 24 hours. The quality of your sleep at night is influenced by a number of factors, including the activities you engage in the morning, the afternoon, and even the evening. It is time to take a look at how you begin your day if you have been having trouble getting out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's explore the topic of sunlight. When was the last time you went outside the door first thing in the morning and allowed the sunlight to illuminate your skin? By exposing your body to sunshine first thing in the morning, you are able to reset your internal clock and communicate to your body that it is now daytime. This may sound like an easy thing to do. Come on, let's start rolling. Melatonin, the hormone that causes you to feel drowsy at night, is regulated according to this signal, which is sent to your brain. In the event that you do not receive enough amount of natural light during the day, your body will become disoriented, and your sleep cycle may become erratic. Here is a challenge for you. Tomorrow morning, as soon as you wake up, go outside for a short period of time, anything from 5 to 10 minutes each time. Take advantage of the natural light and allow it into your body, even if it is gloomy or chilly outside. Your sleep-wake cycle may be more easily regulated with the aid of this one simple habit, which will make it simpler for you to fall asleep and remain asleep throughout the night. Let's move on to the next topic, movement. Have you ever observed that you get a better night's sleep on days when you engage in longer periods of physical activity? The reason for this is that physical activity, particularly in the morning, helps to establish your energy levels for the day while also preparing your body for a more restful night's sleep afterwards. On the other hand, here's the thing. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. There is no requirement for you to go to the gym or run a marathon. Just going on a stroll, doing some light stretching, or even doing a little bit of Tai Chi will do wonders. To move your body in a way that is beneficial to you is the objective of this exercise. This not only improves circulation and the health of your joints, but it also assists in the release of tension, which results in a reduction in the amount of stress you experience when it is time to go to bed. Now, let's speak about something that could come as a surprise to you: the amount of caffeine you consume. If you are the type of person who prefers a cup of coffee or tea first thing in the morning, know that this is perfectly acceptable. It is important to keep the following in mind. For a number of hours, caffeine remains in your system. After drinking your last cup of coffee in the early afternoon, it is possible that it may still be present in your system by the time you go to bed, making it more difficult for your body to completely rest. You could try reducing the amount of caffeine you consume after midday if you discover that you are unable to get back asleep after waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Switch to herbal teas, water, or even just a simple glass of warm lemon water in the afternoon. These are all healthier alternatives. Your body will be grateful to you when you are finally able to sleep through the night, even if it takes a few days to acclimate to sleeping through the night. By doing so, you can send a message to your brain that it is time to relax and wind down. In addition, if you are compelled to utilize a screen, you should think about donning glasses that block blue light or utilizing a warm light filter on your electronic gadgets. Having a regular bedtime, on the other hand, is probably the most crucial habit of all your habits. Routine is something that your body craves. The practice of going to bed at the same time every night, including on the weekends, is beneficial for regulating your internal clock. It is possible that you may have those annoying wake-ups in the middle of the night if your sleep pattern is all over the place. This is because your body will not recognize when it is time to feel drowsy. Remember that getting a good night's sleep is not a luxury. To live a happy and healthy life, it is essential. In addition, you have the right to wake up feeling refreshed, revived, and prepared for the day that lies ahead. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next one.